Simplify the definition. Each or any connected smart device to the internet, we can say Internet of Things device. Smart device means this device have embedded processing power. So let's say we have a device with microcontroller and can make a simple processing, then send this data to the internet, which is we are looking for the data. So this is an Internet of Things device. With this definition, we have billions of devices connecting to the internet each day, and the researchers expecting by 2020 we will have 50 billion devices connected to the internet. In many fields like health, in industry, even in retails, everywhere, smart homes, so you can find connected devices, and we are seeking to connect more devices in each industry. The project I will talk about first is simple research with my professor. It was his PhD research. So we have a smart greenhouse or glass house. So we need to control the environment inside the glass house to grow up the planet from the summer in the winter, and from winter in the summer, and so on. And as well, we growing up the fish inside this tank. So we need to control the environment to grow up planets and control the weather, temperature, and so on. As you can see, we have two graphs. The left graphs indicates the glass house without any control, without any connected devices, without any analysis. So we reach it, or the normal case of the green glass house is 60 degree, so which is like open. So nothing can be live inside the glass house. And here in the right is the first case study. We run our first model to predict and control the environment, fans, ACs, and so on. We reached almost 45 degree, which is about 20 degree difference between both cases. In this way, we could control the whole environment all over the year using connected devices with cloud, then analyze the data coming from temperature sensors. We have almost like 300 temperature sensors inside the glass house. Using Google IoT Core, which is a service on Google Cloud Platform, we could connect devices, embedded hardware, to cloud services. Simply, we connect our embedded hardware sensors, temperature sensors, to Google Cloud IoT Core. Then we storage the data using big tables and BigQuery, and after that we make our analysis, as you see. Google IoT Core offer simple user interface, so you can create, drag and drop, do what you want using simple interface. You don't need like having programming skills, command lines, and so on. So you can connect your devices. And it offers device management services. So if you have millions of devices, you just need to connect the devices to the cloud, and Google Cloud IoT Core will take care about device management. So you can imagine if you have a big number of devices, you need to manage each device to secure, to like authenticate. So Google IoT Core will take care of that. Other benefit of using Google IoT Core, we have a common protocol called MQTT. It is machine-to-machine communication protocol. So Google IoT Core offering MQTT broker, which is machine-to-machine communication protocol invented by IBM. So it is commonly used in IoT solutions. So simply, you have your smart devices, smart light, smart sensor, whatever you have, smart connected car, connected to the internet through gateway, router, whatever the gateway, the middleware between the device and the internet. Then from here, Google IoT or Google Cloud Platform taking care of everything. Connection, storage, device management, analysis, even deploying machine learning and AI algorithms. We have like 3 or 4 case studies in different fields. First one in retails and warehouses. So we have a warehouse for a company, or for Amazon, for example, or for let's say here in Dubai, Noor or Souk. So we can give them check the project with using Google Cloud Platform. This robot getting the orders through the cloud services, then show the order on the screen in front of the retail workers. They follow the robot. The robot know that exactly which each item located in the inventory. So the robot guiding you to take you in this shelf. You need to pick up this item, 2, 3, 4. It depends on the order. You fill the basket. You finish. Using the help with Chuck, we can. Using the help with Chuck, we can make the process of preparing order of the process itself can be more less than if you can imagine. If you have someone to pick up all items inside the basket, it may take 2 hours. But using the Chuck know the location of everything. But you need to follow the guide. This item in the certain shelf, you need to take a certain path to get it. So from itself, he can define the location, guide you, take you exactly to what you want. So we can see this video quickly.
For the rest of the year, there has to be a better way, and there is. My name is Chuck, and I'm redefining fulfillment operations. I'm an intelligent mobile robot built from the same tech and sensors as autonomous vehicles. I use machine learning and AI to work smarter they need, pacing them and helping them do their work more efficiently and accurately. And they love that I help reduce the amount of walking and let them work hands-free. That's why we get along so well. In just a few weeks, I can help them double and triple productivity without installing new infrastructure or changing the warehouse layout. My name is Chuck. I am a workhorse.
Okay. So our second case study was transportation. So nowadays we have smart cars everywhere, but we can, as well we have modern cars with computer integrated. So how can we use IoT and AI to reduce fuel consumption? So we have a company called Drive Systems. They made IoT edge devices installed in the car to learn from your behavior, from the customer behavior, to reduce the fuel to connect the car. So they're using Google Cloud IoT core to getting data from sensors inside the motor on the car on board. And after collecting this data, they made analysis. Then they could reduce the fuel consumption based on your behavior and the customer usage for the car. Last case study is about predictive maintenance. So Talgo is a company making speed trains in Saudi Arabia, for example, France, everywhere. So they have an issue with stopping trains during the service. So you can imagine you have a trip from Mecca to Medina, for example, then the train is stopped. Oh, okay, we have an issue. So they used Google IoT core and sensors to collect the data from trains because they cannot collect the data during the trip. But in this case, they put about 2,000 sensors all over the train. So you can imagine each single part of the train have sensors. This sensor reporting real time to Google Cloud or the cloud services. They can analyze this data and in this way they can predict the issues is going to come from the train. Like if you have heat increasing in a certain area of the train, so you need to stop. You need to send engineers for the training department because we have a reporting from the previous trip. This area having a malfunction, so the engineer is going to check. In this way, we can decrease the stop during the services. Using IoT devices, we can apply the same thing for health. We can apply the same thing in the manufacturing. For me, we are working for a project as making a smart rapid prototyping. So you can send your order using, however, mobile web application and so on. You can send your order to the manufacturer, to the factory. We produce your product. The robots packaging it. Then we put the label, send it to your home without any human interaction. Okay. I think this is what we discussed right now. So I'm looking forward to hear questions from you, discussions and everything. I think we have time to discuss all details. Any questions?
This IoT core free? Anyone can use it?
IoT Core free, anyone can use it. Yes, it is free, you can use it just by signing in Google or creating an account in Google Cloud Platform, you can use it. But if you are using a different services, you will pay for the services depending on usage. For example, if you are calling APIs, you have you have 100,000 free call per month. After you exceed this limit, you will pay for it. So the same thing for each service in Google Cloud Platform. Just they making sure you are not using this for a big enterprise, because if you have a big enterprise, you need to pay for the service. But if you are a developer, a startup, you can apply for a startup credit in Google Cloud Platform and so on. You can discuss it with Salim and so on. Any questions? Thank you.